Assalamu alaikum, dear students. I am Anjum Shafiq, your biology teacher for grade 11, and today I am going to discuss the cell wall. So let's move to the glass board. So, cell wall. So, dear students, cell wall, it is the outermost boundary in plant cells and fungi. Clear? And provides support to the cell wall. So, dear students, it is present in means the cell wall. The cell wall is present in number 1, plants, all plants. Clear? Number 2, fungi. Number 3, bacteria. Number 4 are the fungi-like protists. It includes 2 further groups. Number 1, the slime molds. Number 2, the water molds. Number 5, it is also present in algae, which are plant-like protists. Clear? So, all these organisms, they possess the cell wall. Clear? And it is absent in the cell wall is absent in number 1, the animal cells, all animal cells. Clear? All of them, and all plant cells over here. Clear? And number 2, it is absent in the protozoans, which are called the animal like protists. And number 3, the cell wall is also absent in mycoplasmas. Clear? That are a type of bacteria. So except the mycoplasmas, all bacterial cells have the cell wall except the mycoplasmas. Clear? So bacteria इसमें दोनों categories, both categories are included. The eubacteria, clear, as well as the archaeobacteria. All of them. So this is the list which has been discussed in our syllabus, the presence and absence of the cell wall. Clear? And the organisms which possess cell wall, it just lies immediately above the plasma membrane. Plasma membrane के बिल्कुल ऊपर होती है. So now we will discuss turn by turn in all of these organisms which possess the cell wall. Now, number 1, if we talk about the plant cells in plants, the plants have 3 types of cell walls. Plants have 3 types of cell wall. Number 1 is the primary cell wall. Number 2 is secondary cell wall. And number 3 is the middle lamella. Clear? So we will discuss in details. So number 1 is the primary cell wall. So dear students, primary cell wall, it is the outermost cell wall in plants. Clear? सबसे बाहर यही होती है. As it is present in all plant cells, it is called the true cell wall. क्योंकि ये हर प्लांट सेल में मौजूद है, so that is why it is also called as a true cell wall, the primary cell wall. ये MCQs के लिए मार्क कर ले इसको बुक में. Clear? Now, its composition of primary cell wall. So as far as its composition is concerned, dear students, it is composed of the primary cell wall is composed of three major components. Clear? Number one is cellulose. Cellulose, the major contributor in the primary cell wall. Number two is the hemicellulose. And number three is pectin. Clear? And you know, these are polysaccharides. These are cellulose, hemicellulose. These are the polysaccharides, and as well as the pectin. That is, all these three are the polysaccharides. Yeah. In chapter number 2, we have discussed in detail polysaccharides के examples आपको याद आ गई होंगी. Cellulose, hemicellulose, and pectin, and lignin, and cutin, and dextrin. All these were the examples of polysaccharides. So these three polysaccharides, they make the primary cell wall. In primary cell wall, the cellulose fibers are arranged in criss-cross arrangement. Criss-cross arrangement. So how this criss-cross arrangement looks like? So these are the fibers of cellulose. Seen under the microscope. So this is known as the criss-cross arrangement. Clear? So all these are the cellulose fibers. Clear? And this arrangement is criss-cross arrangement. Clear? इस तरह से बिल्कुल एक दूसरे के perpendicular ये fibers इस तरह से मौजूद होते हैं. So it provides a lot of strength, like a knitted form. जैसे कि knit हुए हैं, कढ़ाई की हुई है किसी ने. So very beautiful product of the nature. Now, so that was about the primary cell wall in plants. Now is the secondary. Number 2 is the secondary cell wall. Is present inner to primary cell wall. Very important concept. ये बाहर primary cell wall और उसके अंदर वाली साइड पे inner side पे होगी secondary cell wall. And as far as its composition is concerned, it consists of number 1 is the inorganic salts. Clear? Number 2 are the silica. Number 3, waxes. Number 4, cutin. And number 5 is the lignin. The most hardest material among the plants, that is the lignin. इसकी वजह से secondary cell wall, it is really rigid and thick. So secondary cell wall is rigid and thick than primary cell wall. Clear? Now I'm going to draw a diagram first of all over here. So here is a plant cell. And the third plant cell. Clear? And here is in order to clear the concept of the primary and secondary and the middle lamella. This diagram is necessary in order to clear the concepts. So dear students, look at this very carefully. So this green boundary around all of these three, that is the primary cell wall. That is the primary cell wall. And inside this yellowish orange boundary, this one, that is actually the secondary cell wall. Clear? यहाँ पर भी, this is all secondary. Now the third one, that is middle lamella, that I'm going to show by this color. So look very carefully in order to clear the concepts. Over here, like this. So this pink colored boundary is the middle lamella. Now, so these are the plant cells, clear? Now I'm going to discuss the third, that is middle lamella. So dear students, middle lamella, थोड़ा सा नाम से इसको गौर करें इस पे, middle. So it is the first layer to be formed between the primary cell walls of neighboring or adjacent plant cells. Clear? Its function is to cement the primary cell walls. इस कॉन्सेप्ट को ज़रा देखिएगा. आपने कभी देखा होगा वो जिनसे ममार होते हैं, मीन्स जो ईंटों का काम करते हैं, लाइक द हु मेक द बिल्डिंग्स, तो एक ईंट और दूसरे ईंट उनके दरमियान में उनको जोड़ने के लिए एक मसाला लगाया जाता है, दैट इज़ बेसिकली सीमेंट. और वो दो ईंटें उस वक्त तक नहीं आपस में जुड़ सकती जब तक वो दरमियान में सीमेंट ना हो. तो जो मिडल लैमेला है दैट इज़ द सीमेंटिंग मटेरियल, बेसिकली इट इज़ अ सीमेंटिंग लेयर जो कि दो प्राइमरी वॉल्स के दरमियान होगा. याद ये भी रखना है, इट इज़ बिटवीन द प्राइमरी सेल वॉल्स ऑफ द एडजेसेंट प्लांट सेल्स. क्लियर? प्राइमरी सेल वॉल्स, it is between the primary cell walls of the adjacent or neighboring plant cells. और सीमेंट करने, जोड़ने का काम है इनका आपस में. क्लियर? और सबसे पहले बनता है between the two neighboring cells. Now are the bacteria or prokaryotes. In bacteria, the cell wall is made up of polysaccharides and amino acids called peptidoglycan or murine. Clear? It's also other name is murine. Peptidoglycan इसे कहते हैं या murine कहते हैं. इस चैप्टर के लास्ट टॉपिक में जो डिफरेंसेस हैं बिटवीन प्रोकैरियोट्स एंड यूकैरियोट्स में इसकी सेल वॉल डिटेल के साथ डिस्कस होगी. Clear? And number third category is of the fungi. So fungi, the cell wall is made up of chitin. Clear? Chitin. That is also a polysaccharide. So आपने पढ़ा था उसकी एग्जाम्पल्स में भी. So that is what. और जहाँ तक बात है इनके फंक्शंस की डियर स्टूडेंट, सेल वॉल के, वो पहले आपको बता चुका that it provides support and also offers protection. It provides hardness to the plant cells and rigidity. Clear? So dear students, hopefully आज का लेक्चर भी आपको क्लैरिफाई हो गया होगा. मिलते हैं नेक्स्ट लेक्चर में और डिस्कस करेंगे साइटोप्लाज्म. तब तक अपना ख्याल रखिएगा. अल्लाह हाफिज.